Today, just using ChatGPT, I'll be creating this modern registration and login page, and you'll see how you can do it too in just a few minutes without any coding knowledge. I'll cover not just the design, but also how to connect it to the backend with email verification, where user verify their email address upon signing up. Password management, allow user to change their password and recover forgotten ones. Profile management, where user can update their details like name and username. Account deletion, the user has the option to delete their account, and many more. All this will be done by just copy and paste the code from ChatGPT. So let's open ChatGPT, chat.openai.com. So this is ChatGPT 4.0, which is free for everyone. So let's just start with hey, then let's go directly to the point. Help me create a modern login and registration page. Then it will give me all these HTML, CSS and JavaScript code. See this detailed explanation of what the file name should be. So now I'm going to create a new folder for this. I'll call it registration page. Under this folder, I'll create the file that ChatGPT instructed. So the first one is index.html. The second one, styles.css. And the last one is scripts.js. So the file name should be exactly as instructed here. Otherwise, there's gonna be a problem while pasting the code. Since this is gonna be a ChatGPT generated code, all I will do is copy and paste. Then let's open the code editor. I'll be using Visual Studio. If you have watched my first video, you'll see my step-by-step where I start a project. So make sure to check that out if you haven't. So now let's drag this folder to the Visual Studio editor. Let's copy and paste all the code here. So HTML to index.html, paste, JavaScript to scripts.js, paste, and lastly CSS to styles.css. To save all at the same time. Now click on this go live option. Voila! Wow, I didn't expect it to be this good, to be honest. I thought initially I would just get that skeleton HTML page, but this is beyond expectations. So anyway, let's move forward. Now first and foremost, I don't want this login and register page to be displayed at the same time. You know, like the register page should not be displayed initially. It should only be displayed if users don't have an account, and we'll click on the register button to get to the register page. Give login as the default display and hide the register section. Give option to click on register if users is not registered yet, and make that hidden and display only when users click on the register now button or something. So copy and paste all these codes to their respective files, save all, and boom, now only the login page initially. See this don't have an account and register option here. If the user don't have an account, let's click on that and boom, the register page here. So back to login page button. Yep, so far so good. Let's test its responsiveness. See, it's already responsive as well, which I didn't even have to ask. Now the register page should have more fields, you know, like the user's first name and last name, password, confirm password, and all. The register page should have more fields like the email address, password, and confirm password. Copy paste the code here. So go to this register page again. See, I didn't even have to ask for this terms of service option, but it knows what else there should be in the register form. Just like that, our form is ready. Now let's worry about the design later. Let's ask it to connect it to the backend to make it work for real. How do I add a backend for this? Now it will give me all these steps to follow. So we will be using Node.js for this with the Express framework, and MongoDB as the database to store users' data like username, password, and all personal information in general. So I'll ask it, give me steps to install Node.js and MongoDB, and give me file structure to set up here. You know, like the file structure of Node.js is not the same like that HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code where you can just place it anywhere. But with Node.js, we have to put files in its specific folder. So now it's giving me all these files here, which I will be looking at after the file structure is set. Let's first follow the steps to download Node.js. So let's install it. So this is quite straightforward installation process. So that is done. Now let's follow the next steps. This command needs to be entered in the command prompt. So let's open the command prompt. So copy and paste this command here. The first one is node-v, and that is to check the node version we have installed and verify that it's actually installed or not. So the version is showing here, which means it's successfully installed in the system. So now that is installed, let's also install the MongoDB database. Click on the link here and download it from here. So the file is downloaded. Let's install it. This one also, the installation process is straightforward. So this is done too. Now let's open the command prompt again. So PowerShell will do it this time. Copy paste this one. I think this will create a new folder. So yes, this new folder right here with the name login register. Let's go to that directory there by pasting the new prompt. Now it's time to install the project. So copy and paste this one. See, this first JSON file is added. So copy and paste this command to install these files. That is done. These files right here. So now let's follow the file structure to set up the files here. So let's create this first one, server.js, then copy and paste this code to the file. Let's close the old project here and drag this newly created folder instead. Copy and paste this server.js code here. Now let's create this public folder. So just to streamline the process, let's create every file again as a new one. So I can create the file directory from Visual Studio. So right click on the public folder and index.html. So paste the code here, scripts.js. Copy and paste the JS code. Now styles.css and paste the CSS code here. Now let's run this command to run the server. So we have to go to this address to access the page. Everything looks good so far. Register and login works. So let me try to create an account here. I don't think this will work for now since I have only installed the MongoDB and have not touched it since. Click on the terms of service and click on register. Wait, what? That's it? So let's refresh the database. Click on connect. I think it's already connected since this new database is here. This name login register, then users. Yep, just like that. We are connected with the backend literally in just a few minutes. Let's try to log in here. The registered email, password, and just like that, we are really connected to the backend. So register and login now is done. So on to the next steps. Display the user's name in a new page after login. Also, after the user is signed up, redirect the user to the login page. So copy the server.js file and paste it. This one is a new file, so let's create the file first. So in public, new file, profile.html, paste the profile.html code. This one, script.js, copy paste, save all. So let's try to log in now. Not redirecting as requested. Oh wait, I need to restart the server. So this is how you restart the server. Node server.js. See, now the server is running. So let's try to log in again now. See, I'm logged in the new page now. So let's ask for the option to log out as well. Give me the option to log out. So copy paste all the code to its respective file again. Let's click the logout button. Okay, so now it redirects to the logout page, which doesn't exist, I guess. So I'm gonna ask, when the user is logged out, redirect them to the login page and also give a nav bar maybe to display the user's name and logout login option or something. Copy and paste all, refresh, restart the server, refresh again, log in. See this nav bar which doesn't look good yet, log out. So that works. Now it redirects me to the login page again when I log out. So let me try to log in with the wrong user. See, user not found. So let me try to create a new user. Let's say new in every field. So I got an error page here. Let's see if the user has been added or not to the database. So click on this refresh button. So yes, it did. So let me try to log in with the new user. See, this new user is logged in now. So let me correct the error page when the new user is registered. Now, when the new user is registered, it took them to the incorrect login.html file. Okay, so now before moving forward, it's not convenient at all to have to restart the server every time a change is made. So there's actually a way to solve that. How to not need to write node server.js every time a changes is made to the express files. So Ctrl C to kill the server, paste the command here, paste this other command too, copy and paste this JSON file to the package.json file, install this dependency. Now lastly, npm starts. Okay, so now every time a changes is made, the server will restart automatically, and we don't have to write that node server.js command, and we don't have to restart the server every time. Let's create a new user again. So that worked. It took the new registered user to the login page so they could log in directly. So let's try to log in again with the newly created user. See, that worked. Now that works, let's try to improve the design a little bit, especially the navbar. So let's find some modern looking navbar design. So modern navbar. Let's just click on the first result. So I can just take this as an example. So let's take a screenshot, paste it here and say, please make the navbar look like this. I will be adding more options there. Copy and paste the code, refresh. See, that looks much better. Now let's add that hamburger menu, that drop down where more options will be displayed when click. So make a hamburger menu so that multiple options can be displayed when click, like show the logout options there. Also add a new option settings there. Copy paste the code to its respective file again. Great. Now create a setting form page. When user click on the setting option, the form include change password, change username, change first name, last name. So now we need to create this new settings.html file. Paste this here. So let's click on the setting option now. Well, that's a start. So let's make this design a little better. So take a screenshot to show it here. Please improve the design. Copy paste. Not bad. Now let's work on the setting page now. So I cannot update the changes if I don't fill the password field. I think we'll need to divide that into two parts. In the settings page, let's divide the change password section into a separate section, since it won't be autofill at all from all data. Copy and paste all these pages into their respective files. That'll be fine. Let's try to create a new account to see if the settings page work or not. So let's try to update this username. So that works in the database as well. The change is reflected. So let's test the password as well. Old password was password. New password, I'll say password 1. So confirm password 1. So change successfully. So let's log in again. Let's try the old password. See, invalid credentials with a new password. That worked well. Let's also add the option for user to delete their account if they would like to. So I wrote the prompt there already. Copy paste, refresh, log in again. See, the delete button is here. So let's try to delete this account now. Confirm. So let's check the database. It's this one right here. Refresh. See, it's gone. I think small things are done now. Now comes the big part. Registration with emails verifications. Now let's implement the email verification when user register for a new account to verify their email address. Now it gives me all these steps to follow. So I'll copy paste this command here. So copy and paste the server.js file. See this part in the code here. Now let's try to register with my working email address here. See, a verification code has been sent, but it won't work yet because I have not set up the email configuration in the code. So nothing here yet. How do I actually set up my mail to receive the mail now? So let's follow these steps now. So I'll choose this second option, which is the recommended one. Next, go to security. Next, enable two-steps verification, which is already enabled. So next, generate an app password. This part I was kind of struggled to find because it's under that two-step verification option. I wasn't aware of that. We will get to the app password option. So I can create a new one here for this project. I'll name it Node Mailer Express Create. Then I get this password to paste it in the project. I can paste that right here on the server.js file, and the email address here where that will act as an intermediate to provide the verification mail. So now let's try that again. Yep, see, I got the mail verification link now. See, currently this is verified field is false. So let me click on the verification link. Email verified successfully. Now let's refresh the database again. See, it's true now. So now I can log in with the new verified account. That wasn't hard as I thought it would be. So now let's work on the forgot password function, since that also requires that mail verification. Let's add the forgot password option as well. Copy and paste all this code to its respective files here. Now this new file reset password I have to create. So public new file. Let's see now. See this option here, forgot password. Let's enter the working email address. Now the reset link has been sent to the mail. It doesn't work. I got this non-working page again. There's this error as well that pops up on the command prompt. So let's take a screenshot to show it. Let's paste it here and say, got this error now. So I have to install this dependency as well. Paste it here. Also I have to create a new .env file. So I'm gonna ask it for a template here. Give me the boiler.env file. A .env file stores secret information like passwords and API keys separate from your code to keep them secure and easily configurable. Now let's create the .env file .env. So let's paste the template here. So now I need to add that email and password here instead. So let's see now. Restart the server. Again, let's see now. Forgot password. Enter the working mail. Reset link sent. So let's check the mail. This password reset mail here. So let's click on it. So new password. Confirm password. So password reset successfully. So okay, let's log in with the new password. So let's give the old password. See, old password not working anymore. So now with the new password, perfect. Log in successfully. So now this is the profile page after the user is logged in. But when they go to the index or home page, it will again take them to the login page. So let's fix that. Now let's make the index page or the home page as the home page and separate the login register page from it. Paste this to the index.html file. Then I have to create this new login register.html file. Paste the code here, then copy and paste this server.js code. So that was it, but the navbar is not in the home page at all. The navbar should be on every page, including on the home page of the index page. Okay, so now it's suggesting to use the EJS template engine. So EJS template engine allows you to generate HTML dynamically by embedding JavaScript code within your HTML files. It's basically HTML, but it works dynamically. So let's install the EJS extension. That's done. So there's this new folder we have to create. So let's ask for the folder structure again. Show me folder structure for that. Let's create this new folder for all these files here. The views folder will be in the root directory. Under that, navbar.ejs, then index.ejs, then login, register EJS, profile EJS, settings EJS, reset password EJS. Now let's paste all these codes into their respective files. Copy and paste done. So let's restart the server again to see if it works or not. It's still connected to the old HTML files as the navbar doesn't work. Looks like it's still connected to the old HTML files. What to do with the old HTML files in public folder anyway? So it's suggesting me to rename the old HTML files. So let's quickly do that. So I rename all the files. Let's try again now. That works well. So let's go to the settings page. Yep, it takes me to the login page since I'm not logged in. So log in again. Now the profile page, settings page. So that works well. Now when the user is not logged in, they should see the option to log in and register here instead. When the user is not logged in the hamburger menu, display the option register login instead of settings and logout. So copy and paste to its respective files. See, that's fixed as well. So let's log in again. See, exactly. Now the settings and logout option when the user is logged in. Now I think it's better to separate the login and register pages, since as of now, when the user clicks on the register option, it only takes them to the login page first. Let's separate the login and register page so that user can go directly to the register page when they click on a register option. So now I will need to create a separate file for the login and register page. Paste new file register.ejs, paste. So copy and paste this server.js file as well. Save all, refresh, login, work, register, work to great. So let me quickly fix this here since I don't have any logo to add here yet. So take a screenshot, paste. Please fix this. Don't need to display any logo, but just display home. That will redirect users to home page when click. So that's fixed as well. Now that everything is fine so far, so I'm gonna ask it, okay, remember this code moving forward. And now that everything on the back end is fine, let's focus on the design. Now, can you make the design more futuristic? Copy and paste the CSS code. Well, not there yet. Let's find some images to add as a background image. I can go to Unsplash, search for Earth background. I can take this one, copy the image address. Please add this as the background of the design. So paste the link. Copy and paste the CSS code. That looks better, but still needs improvement, and the design looks like it's not mobile responsive, so maybe just reduce the width will look better. Please make the width of the login registration page a little smaller. Let's adjust the width manually to see which value I'll give it exactly. So 350 pixel looks right. Maybe max width 350 pixel. Also, please make the design mobile responsive. Copy and paste. Well, that's much better. Looks professional now. So let's remove the navbar menu for now since it's not required at the moment. So take a screenshot, paste here, and remove all these except the home button. Copy paste. Now everything looks good. It's also mobile responsive now. Now to further not complicate the registration page, it's better to remove the first and last name. Users will add that from their settings page if they would like to. Let's remove the first and last name from the registration page. Let that be added from the setting page if users decided to. Copy and paste the code to its files. And with that, the first and last name have been removed. Now user can add their first and last name from this settings page. Updated successfully. Refresh. Still here. Now this design looks like it's Diwali season. So let's change that and find another one. Let's try this one. I can paste this link directly in the CSS. This background URL. Paste. Well, the old one was better. So let's find a different one. Let's try this one now. Copy the image address. Paste here in the background URL. Refresh. Wow, that is much better. I think that will do it. Coincidentally, my country is also visible here without any plan. This right here, India. Now, before ending this video, let's double check if everything works or not. First, let's delete all this data from here to start from fresh. Click on this delete button. Delete 6 comments. Refresh. See, all is gone now. So let's begin by creating a new user. Register. Check the mail for verification. This mail right here. Let's first check the database. See, new user, and this is verified is currently false. Now go back to the mail and click on the link. Wait, let me try to log in without the email verified yet. Log in. See, email not verified. Please check your mail. Let's click on the verification mail now, and boom, we are automatically logged in. Refresh the database. Now it's verified is true. Let's update the first and last name. Details updated successfully. Let's double check by refreshing the page. Yes, work. Let's update the password. Updated successfully. Let's try to log in with a new password. Work. Let's try to forget password. Provide email address. Password reset link sent. Check the mail. See this password reset mail. Click on the link. Enter a new password. Let's log in with the old password. Invalid credentials. Let's try with the new password. Boom. All is well. And last but not least, let's delete the account. Settings. Delete account. Are you sure? Okay. Refresh the database. It's deleted. Let's try to log in again. User not found, since there's no more user at all. So that's the video for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't, please watch my previous 2 videos as well, where I created the original classic Nokia Snake game. The next video will be a connection between those 2 videos and this one, and I will make this live as well, just like I did with the Snake game, which is already live for you to play. So thanks for watching. A like to this video and subscribing to the channel would be massive. So see you in the next one.